Hello Pisces, welcome to Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica and this is your weekly Zodiac reading. Let's jump right in and see what messages and energies are coming through for you this week. And see in this first line, of course, what those messages are from this oracle deck. And then we'll get clearer with defining all the messages with tarot. Jewel within, a teardrop, appreciation. Spiritual and emotional reconnection. Interesting. All right. And next will be your higher or future self and what messages are coming through for you along with that information, with that message. So let's see what you have to say to you. Oh my goodness, the Wizard, Rune King, Wise One, and Counselor. There are so many signs that have gotten this one as their future higher self, and I really feel that we are being asked by our future and higher self to really step into our own natural knowing, our own wisdom. So let's see what your spiritual support group has to say about this and all the messages coming through. Achievement, effort, and intention. Beautiful. And I love that buffalo on there. It's a beautiful card. This will be your FYI information, just in case you would like to know type information, what's lying on the side of things, realizations and epiphanies. There you go. So now let's define it with tarot to see a little clearer what these messages mean. So let's pull it together for Pisces and this jewel within a teardrop. What does this mean for Pisces this week? There, oh, those two. So Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and the Ace of Swords. Right. For your spiritual support group, what messages for Pisces? Right there, those two. Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck is Page of Swords. So for realization and epiphanies, what for Pisces, what meanings do these hold? So Knight of Wands, Devil, and the bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. All right, let's break this down. So I really do feel that there's something that you have actually shifted into balance with Justice card and Wheel of Fortune here. Like, I really feel like some things are coming together for you at this time, Pisces. I'm really feeling that you've been on kind of this wheel, and it feels like it's going round and round, and it hasn't been easy. Like, I really feel like with the Eight of Cups here, Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, you've really been on your journey. And I really feel your higher and future self is really trying for you to step into embodying, embracing the wisdom that these experiences are holding for you. This Wheel of Fortune is really saying you're on the right track. You are on kind of, I'm feeling your karma in people think of karma as something different. It's just energy. And sometimes it's the energy that comes back with us to us for the lesson. And as we know, we keep getting a lesson over and over until we get the message. And sometimes we're just not ready for it. And I feel like you really are at this time. I really feel that you are stepping into that wisdom, that your future higher self is really connecting to you at this point in your journey and is really assisting you, really saying, balance your life out, get really clear on what you want, and then communicate that with this Ace of Swords to the universe, to yourself. Like, I'm really hearing, write down your goals, really get clear and specific on the things you want in life. And then when we do that and we create balance and we take that step forward into our lives, we show up in, first and foremost, appreciation. That's where we set the stage for creating more of what we want is by being in the energy of gratitude and appreciation. And so I really feel that you've done that. Pisces, it's no longer sitting in the background. You're really moving forward in your life and in a different way. And that also means, like, what this wizard card means is it's also knowing when to walk away from things that aren't meant for you. And I really feel that for some of you, it is love. Perhaps you're in a love situation. And I feel like that, Pisces, in a way, you've kind of had this message for quite some time. And it's either you haven't left that person, or you're still holding on in some energetic way, or you just have this idea that you can't have true love. And so I really feel that you need to walk away from also that mindset. Our lives are a culmination in the very moment of everything we believe we can have and everything we believe we cannot have. And so really dissect and look at your life and go, yeah, I believed I could have that. It's here. I believe I could have that. And then really take note of the things that aren't in your life. Do you really believe you can have them? And that's really what the universe is telling you at this time, is to believe, to make the list, get the balance, take and just know you are the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Like, you really do have the power to manifest your life. It creates balance. It creates moving forward with those intentions, but it's also believing and having faith that you can have them. So if this is forgiveness for someone else or for yourself, this Three of Swords can mean so many things. If you are walking away from someone, that there's been betrayal, that there's been a third party, it's just not working, that's very difficult. But also, I feel that the most difficult form of trust that we can overcome is to trust ourselves, especially when we've trusted ourselves to fall in love with someone that broke our heart. That is such a hard thing to come back from. But once we do, and we realize that we see the silver lining, we see the plus side in the journey, even though it can be just gut-wrenching, right? It's one of those things that it's showing us something. And when we really realize that we are the king of our lives, our emperor of our lives, we are the masters of our life if we choose, that those burdens, those things we're carrying, don't seem so heavy. What I mean by that is that you look at the wounds you have in your life and what brought you into this moment, and you see them as more or less, there's appreciation for the lessons because it prepared you. And I know I can say that with absolute 100% certainty that every relationship that I had before my divine counterpart showed up was purposeful for in my growth, as painful as they were. And they were pivotal to assist me in preparing for the love that I have now, the true love that I was meant for. And so it really was the universe showing me and showing me what I was willing to allow in my life because of the lack of self-love that I had for myself. So it's time for you, I'm hearing, to really step into forgiveness, number one, of yourself, forgiveness of the other person. Remember, and I always say this, because it's true. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for ourselves. It is for us to move clear in the world without carrying that with us. Because if we harbor pain, hurt, and resentment for another person, we're literally tacking this on us and carrying it with us wherever we go. And so it's really time from your higher self that's saying, let this go, walk away from it. It is not serving you anymore. And when we do that, your spiritual support group is really saying, achievement, done. There's this beautiful recognition of this. I really feel that with the King of Pentacles here, this is a lot of abundance, and you are destined for abundance. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, you've got the King of Pentacles here. I just am really seeing that there's, even with this Knight of Wands, you've got so much passion and fire. Like, check out some fire signs if you're dating them, or you have that in your sign, because Pisces, you really do have the potential to turn everything you want into, that Midas touch. I'm really hearing that there's just so much alchemy in our lives when we take something that has a negative note or a hurtful note, and we change it into looking at it into something beautiful. Sometimes I'm told I'm just way too positive about things, and I get that. But I also know that that was my pivotal part in what changed my life. When I started seeing the lesson, the opportunity for growth, the opportunity to see and be open enough to see what it was showing me, I changed my life. And that I encourage for you as well, to look at everything in a way of beauty, that even in its pain, even in its disappointment, it is pure, absolute part of life that we are here for. And when we change our perspective of how we see it, then we change more of the outcome of what we continue to get. And so Seven of Pentacles here is really, I'm really hearing with this is you're looking back at your life in reflection, and when you shift into this energy, you will see the gems that they are, those lessons, those experiences that even though they didn't turn out as planned, and that's attachment, that they were purposeful for you to be who you are in this moment. And it's usually love that pushes us beyond anything else it can ever do. It is the thing that says, I choose different, is those heartbreaks. So look back, in the spread right here, it's looking back at the Three of Swords, if I can speak straight, and looking at that, and he's just, it's like he's looking back on his journey and making peace with it. Next you have the Page of Swords, which is, I really feel you're taking all of this knowledge, you're taking all this communication, and you're on the backswing. You're not fully delivering that, you're embodying it completely, but you're there. You're moving forward into that energy. And when you're ready is when you have that realization and epiphany of this, all of these treasures, that this is what that was. This is for you. That you're going to all of a sudden have that epiphany, have that realization that, oh, you're going to move differently into the world now. And this fire energy of the Knight of Wands is really that. It is coming in. You're going to have that romance, because that is the spark. That is the spark of something. And I really feel that if this has been a person coming into your life, and if there's some toxicity here, of course it could just be a Capricorn, so I want you to pay attention to that as well. If it's just Capricorn energy, it's that devil energy of being cautionary, that going into old behaviors and ways of being in partnership. So when you move into something else, is to just use wisdom. And we all have our red flags. However, when you see someone who's stepping into the role of, yeah, I've got my crap, but I'm willing to work on it. I'm willing to, thanks for the feedback, I want to do something about it. I have personal reading of books, of personal development. I go to personal, look for someone who's really searching to better themselves. It's not going to mean that they're not going to have red flags, because we all do. But it does mean that you can move out of toxic ways of being if you choose. We all are in choice for change. And so it is those things that if we limit ourselves, we can imprison our own selves and our belief systems of what we can have. Remember, we accept the love we think we deserve. So keep that in mind. And with this Capricorn or devil energy, it's really saying, are you limiting yourself in this connection, or in your own mental capacity of imprisoning yourself, of thinking you can't do better? So I really see that once you break free from all of this energy, that Knight of Wands along with this Ace of Pentacles, is there's offerings coming towards you. If you really see what you are capable of having, if you believe it first, is when it starts showing up for you, because you're embodying that energy. So I love this reading. There's a lot to it. It's very deep, but I hope you did too. Make sure to just keep in that gratitude energy and appreciation and openness to do it different. So thank you so much for joining me this week, and I will see you next week.